Hi, 10K here. So, here's level 5 of Suprise Party. We're going to use the same team, we're going to use the same process. The only thing I think I'm going to do differently is in this one, in case there's a question, there's anybody new watching this stuff, I talk about farming XP. You may not know what that means, so this video will be longer because I'm going to actually do that to show you what the process is. So, I mentioned before that you can farm XP on this one, and actually on my other account I did it all the way up through all 5. So when you figure you can get 40, 50,000 XP by farming XP in these, that's a pretty good haul basically. So a level 24 fatty is pretty hard to get rid of, as you can see. Alright, so I ultimately want to get down into that corner. And I know as soon as I kill this guy, that door is going to open and we're going to get those two that are going to come out. And they get their little free attack, unfortunately. And there isn't much you can do about that. So, here we go. I'm going to move myself into position here of where exactly I want to be. Perfect. Well, not quite perfect, but as good as it can get right at the moment. So, I like to see, I want Daryl over here on the other side of Van, right where that walker is right at the moment. Okay. Alright, so you notice that if the concept of farming XP is off to you, you notice that every time I kill a walker, there's two things that are put up there. There's a score that's put up there, and there is an little XP symbol you can see with the amount of XP for each kill. They're roughly 500, slightly under 500. If I had put Maggie in, I would be getting probably a little bit more than 500 in this particular case. Well, nextgames limits you to killing 100 walkers for full XP. So basically, a mission where you can farm XP is one where the walkers come out in some kind of controlled manner, and you can just continually take them out till you get your 100 kills. The way that you'll know that you get to 100, you don't have to actually count them. Again, if this is a new concept, you don't have to actually count them, just watch the XP. When it's anything above 1, then you haven't killed 100 yet. Essentially, when it gets to 100, it will become 1 instead of, in this case, 493 that we're seeing. So we're just going to continue to repeat this process, and we're going to get more and more and more XP as we go through here. That's why I didn't do this for all these videos, because as you can see, it takes a little while to kill 100, 2 at a time. This past week, in the challenge, there was one challenge where the walkers came out 1 at a time from the crate, and all the way up until I couldn't do it anymore because the walkers were too high of a level, I farmed the XP. It was kind of crazy because they were coming out 1 at a time, and as you can imagine, waiting for 100 after you kill the first 4 or 5 to be killed takes a while. Of course, I know this isn't real life, but you notice that this is a box truck, and I've never seen a box truck that could hold this many people, even if you stacked them up in there like cordwood. And I mean, think about it. We're going to get to 100, and we killed 5 or 6 walkers on the other part of the screen. So we're going to have 90 plus walkers that we're going to kill coming out of this truck. Again, how they could actually fit in there, who knows? But imagine a pile of bodies, right? You can see there's a few bodies here from this effort of killing these walkers, but imagine if there really were 90 plus zombies came out of the back of this truck and you stood here and killed them all. What kind of pile that would be. It would be probably bigger than the truck. Of how all these zombies got into that truck, I don't know. So you can still see we still got 493. And again, this video will take a little bit of time for us to get to 100. And I really just wanted to do this because every once in a while I'll mention something to either my guild or I'll see something mentioned online, and there are a lot of new people that don't understand the concept. There's been a few things that I picked up. I didn't realize you could scrap equipment before it went into your inventory. So if you get equipment from a rewards crate that you don't want, you don't have to wait for it to go into your inventory and then go into your inventory and scrap it. You can just push it on the screen and scrap it. I've been playing for a while and I didn't know that till somebody pointed it out to me. So it's always kind of nice when maybe things get said about the way to play the game and you may not understand it. So hopefully this little bit longer video, you won't mind that, because you might pick up a tip that you didn't know before. And if you knew it, then just bear with me here. I don't know if you've been counting how many we've killed. I have no idea. Still not 100 yet, because we still have 493 XP from that last one. 493 and 493. So we'll continue to kill them until they no longer... The other nice thing that I'm doing is, if you notice, I'm switching between my 3 survivors so that I make sure that when the last few walkers that I have to kill, remember there's going to be a fatty that's going to spawn, everybody's going to be fully charged. So I mean, even dealing with a regular level 24 walker, even a normal level 24 walker, will do a lot of damage to your survivors. So it's important to make sure everybody's charged up, and I did that in actually every one of my videos. I just didn't farm the XP and continue for this long. Alright, so what do we got? 493. Alright, we still don't have 100 yet, so let's continue to kill them. 493. 493. You can see the beauty of Swift Strike. Swift Strike seems to work. It's great when it works at a point that you really need it. Sometimes it doesn't seem to work at the point that you really need it. It worked quite a few times in a row there, which you could just see. So we still got 493, so we haven't gotten to 100 yet. Seems like we've killed 1,000 of them at this point. 493 and 493. So hopefully it doesn't feel like 1,000 to you that we've killed. Ah, 1. Did you see that time we got 1? So we're going to hit the end turn one more time. And now I didn't really want to do that because I'm going to get some coming out here. Oh, okay. So 3 turns. You can see that one spawned over there. Fatty has got to be over here somewhere. I don't see him right at the moment, but I kind of know he is there. Good. She dodged, which is good. I was a little afraid there that she might not. Ah, okay. There's Fatty and his buddies. I'll take a pot shot at him. And the gate is now closed. So, let's see. Excellent. So, hopefully we can keep these guys away from Fatty. Dixie Barbecue isn't quite as good at stopping on Overwatch as some of the other weapons. There you go. So, now you know how to farm. You know the process to get through this. Unfortunately, Abraham got bruised, but that was a factor of going through the farming process and getting to level 5. So there you go, level 5. There's the more governor tokens. There's the 20 Carol tokens. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If so, press like, and please consider subscribing to my video channel.